So I'm about to record some videos for my YouTube channel as well as for my students on my Applied ESL email list. And I'm really happy to be back on camera. I've missed it so much. So yeah, here's my ring light. I'm gonna turn on my camera right now. I don't know why my hand's trembling. I'm so sorry. And I have my goals in the back that I will be talking about in my upcoming YouTube video on my main channel, Dara Fulton, and on my Applied ESL channel. I will be discussing some goals for the channel and for my students and everything. So yeah, let's get started. Hey everyone, it's Dara. Happy 2020. Happy 2020, everyone. Thank you so much for still being here, because I know it has been a while since you have seen me like this on camera. But if you are not familiar and if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dara Fulton. I am a YouTuber, I am an author, I am a business owner. I wear many different hats. And on this channel, we talk all things motivation and some creativity in the process. And some of you may not be aware that I had major surgery November of last year. I did a video called Countdown to My Surgery, so I will leave the link up here and in the description box down below so you can check it out and get a perspective as to why I have been away. I also have videos on here where I share all things motivation, talking about how to build your self-esteem, how to feel better about life, how to deal with life's many trials and tribulations. So definitely check those videos out, and I'm happy to have you here. And for my returning subbies, you already know, hugs. Thank you so much. Last I checked, we have 336 subscribers, and I must say majority of my newbies subscribed to my channel while I was away, so thank you so much. We're going to have a little chit chat where I'm going to give basically a life update, because I know some of you are wondering, how are you doing? How are you feeling after surgery? How is 2020 going to look for you, and all this good stuff. So okay, so let's get right to it. If you hear a little background, I have my heater on because it is very cold here in New York City, so I have my heater on in the background, so I hope that doesn't disturb you too much. So let me just say, it feels good to be home. It feels good to be here in front of you on camera. I have to be honest, I truly missed all of you. I've missed filming because I love to talk, and I love to talk to you guys and keep you guys updated with my life. And let me just say now that I'm super excited to share that there are going to be some changes to this channel, but all for good reason, as well as to, I want to say, improve and to share more of me to you. So if you enjoy my motivational chit chats, get ready, because I have a list of topics I want to cover. And if you are interested in learning more about some other things that I do behind the scenes, you come to the right place. So let me just start by saying that I am feeling better. I saw my doctor 2 weeks ago, and she informed me, and these are her words, she said that you still need some time to fully become 100%, but you are well enough to get back out there and work. So I am super happy about this, because the type of surgery I had, it's very difficult to do different things. Sitting, standing, believe it or not, are one of them, as well as even walking for long periods of time. I will not disclose the type of surgery I had because it is a very personal surgery, but let me just say now that it was not easy, and it's still not easy. It's not easy, not just for the physical, but for the mental. So it's one of those types of surgeries that, you know, you have to process it in your mind, right, in order for you to accept what just happened. So it's one of those situations, and I'm still processing. I have my good days and I have my bad days. So let me just say now that there will be times where I will feel like myself, and you might say, all right, Dara's okay, and then next minute, you know, you might see me say, oh, I don't feel too well. That's the nature of the type of surgery I had, that is going to be up and down for a while. So bear with me, friends, but I'm just happy to be here today. Some of you may not know this, but I am a business owner, an entrepreneur, yes. So I am the founder and ESL teacher, English as a second language teacher, to my own company called Applied ESL, which is an online English tutoring service with a creative approach. And I do have a channel that's dedicated to that. I will leave a card up here for you. Please check out that channel. And if you know someone who is looking to improve their English speaking and listening skills, I'm looking for new students, friends. So definitely spread the word. I would greatly appreciate it. Highlight of 2019. 2019 was an interesting year for me. I've had my highs and I had my lows. One of the greatest things that could have happened to me, or actually one of many, is that in the month of February 2019, I got married, and my business became an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation or company. There's different variations of that, and I'm very proud that I'm a licensed business here in the state of New York, United States. So it's one of my dreams. It's something I've been working towards for 6 years, and I'm so happy it has finally come true. In October of 2019, of course, I published my second book, which is a workbook for students for my business. It's called Applied ESL Life Skills Student Workbook. I'll insert a picture up here somewhere, and it's currently available on Amazon. So again, if you're a teacher or if you're a student and you're interested in having a resource, please feel free to check it out. It is geared towards beginner and intermediate level English students. For my subbies who's been with me for a while, you know that I do have my own book that I've published back in 2017 called Life's Reflective Twist. Again, I'll insert a picture. And that is my personal story, like a memoir / inspirational book where I talk about yours truly. However, it focuses from the year 2010 because in that year, everything spiraled upside down for me. But it was a down period for me, but it was also a very inspiring period for me. So it's a book that not just talks about myself, but also shares ways that how you can overcome the life's many trials and tribulations. So it's a little bit of both. Let's talk about 2020. I'm curious, what are your goals for 2020? I'm purposely saying goals because sometimes when we say resolutions, we don't always follow through. So I like to say goals because for some reason our brain is trained that if we say I have a goal, we actually accomplish it. But when we say resolutions, it's like, tomorrow, and the next thing you know, you're saying Happy New Year, and it's a new year and you haven't accomplished anything. So what are your 2020 goals? Please feel free to leave your comments and your goals in the description box down below. I read all your comments and I respond to everybody, so please feel free to do so. I want to share my 2020 goals, and I have many of them. I have my short term, my long term, but I'm going to look over here for a moment, and I will insert a picture so you can see what I'm seeing. I have a whiteboard that I keep here on the wall, and I like this spot because it keeps me focused when I'm here on camera, as well as when I enter my room. This is the first thing I see. So my 2020 goals are the following: be comfortable, be limitless, be motivated, be adventurous, be positive. And I love this biblical verse. Forgive me to my Christian friends, I forgot the actual verse, but I've always loved the quote, and that is, walk by faith and not by sight. So you're probably wondering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals? That's it? Okay. There is a reason why I did it this way. Every year, your girl here loves to write these long to-do lists and long goals and short-term, long-term, and detail by detail, and it works for me. Yes, the downside is sometimes it can be a bit much, and I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't do that, but keep in mind, the more ambitious you are, great, but you're the one doing the work, and you have to hold yourself accountable for that work. So this is where things can get a little uncomfortable. So I decided for this year to just break it down into 5 simple goals, because each of these goals have their own little sub goals. For example, I'm actually going to start from the last one to the first, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Be positive. You know, one thing I've learned from 2019, which was not an easy year for me in the both positive and negative sense, is the importance of staying positive. When you stay positive, it really helps you to move forward in whatever situations you are going through, both good and bad. It also is a way to help you to stay motivated. So kind of interesting how it kind of falls into that. Because when you're not positive, you don't move. You don't feel like it. You don't want to. So staying positive is key. You have to be positive within yourself in order for you to move the way you want to move. Be adventurous. Now this is more of a personal goal for me than just business, because a lot of my goals tend to gear towards business, like being a teacher or going to school or something like that. But I rarely make personal goals for myself. So this year I want to be more adventurous. I want to travel. I want to try something new, whether it's in my career or it's in my business or maybe it's the people I associate with. I just want to do something different. I want to step out of my comfort zone. Be motivated. This, friends, yes, if you're not motivated, honestly, and I'm speaking from experience, you're not going to move forward. You have to stay motivated. Now this is hard. Let me say it again. This is hard, okay? You know me, those of you who've been watching my videos knows that I love to keep it real on this channel, and I love to be transparent. And what you see here is what you see outside. So if you saw me outside or met me outside, you will know that I like to keep it real, okay? And I speak from my own experience. And being motivated is not always our strong point, especially when you're not feeling happy. If you're also a person who has issues with depression, like yours truly, or have health issues, like yours truly, or is very sensitive, like yours truly, being motivated is even a bigger challenge because you have all these different vices that's coming at you at the same time, and depending on your circumstance, you may not always feel motivated to feel or to do nothing. So we have to stay motivated. Be limitless. This is something I actually talked about in one of my Coffee with Dara videos. Being limitless is the key. Now this gears more towards my personal, but mainly my business life. Being a new business owner, I launched just last year. Although I've been working on it for 6 years, but last year was the official year that I launched and said, hey, have a business. And I will tell you now that being limitless is very necessary for many reasons. And I'm going to discuss that a little more in a little bit. But when you are a business owner, you must be limitless. You don't want to limit yourself to just one thing, because you just don't know how everything is going to work out. You may try something, doesn't work, you might have to try something else. You have to go with what your customers or your clients, or in my case students, want or what they need. And so there's a lot of adjusting in business, and I'm learning that myself. You kind of have to step out of yourself and look at it from the perspective of the people that you're trying to reach. And being limitless is helpful, because if you stay in a box, it's going to make things complicated when you realize, hey, what's happening in my box is not working. What can I do? So being limitless is very, very crucial. It's also personal to me because, you know, I grew up living very straight and narrow, very standardized, so to speak. You know, I did all my schooling, and right after high school I went to college, and then I became a teacher. So everything has been kind of like straight and narrow. But now that I'm in business for myself, I'm learning that I need to break that a little bit and just be myself. And that also ties into being adventurous too, because there's a lot of sides of me, not in a two-faced kind of way, but I am not just a teacher. You know, I'm also a creator. I love to be creative, and there are parts of my personality that for years I've held back in fear of people's opinions or what they would think of me, or maybe they would feel I'm being less professional if I show that, hey, I am colorful. But now I just don't care. I feel like I have to be myself, and I'm here to put a different spin on the norm, even in the professional sense. So yes. And last but not least, which to me is the most important, and this really came about when I found out what I had and the surgery that had to happen, was to be comfortable. Now, comfortable to me, it might be different for you, but in a general sense, I need to feel comfortable. I need to be comfortable in anything that I do, whether it's here on YouTube, in my business, with people that I associate with, my family, everything. It could be something as simple as wearing comfortable clothes to sleeping on a comfortable bed. I must be comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, I'm not with it. And it's not that I'm being difficult, and it's not to say that you won't be uncomfortable at times. Yes, you have to learn to be comfortable, being uncomfortable, right? But what I mean is that you want to establish yourself in a way where you're not relying solely on whatever it is, and not giving yourself an opportunity to be comfortable with what you're doing and how you feel about yourself. I hope that makes sense. So that's something that's very personal and very important to me, and it's something that I've been really taking more seriously, because at times I like to be a people pleaser and I want to make sure everyone's happy with me, but am I happy with me? Am I comfortable with me? So those are my 2020 goals. Let's talk about changes to this YouTube channel. So it's not really a major change. It's more of an add-on and kind of going back to something I started doing here, and I'm kind of going to incorporate it back on this channel. So let's go back in time. Back in 2017, I started a series, and it's also a blog that I have called Motivation ESL. Originally, it was called Motivation for the ESL Teacher and ESL Student. And it was a video series that I did here on this channel where I offered motivational tips to both teachers as well as students, particularly new teachers. And I have to be honest, friends, and I will show you proof of this. Out of all of my videos on this channel, and I've done quite a little bit of everything, my ESL videos are the highest viewed compared to my other videos. I would say when I check my analytics, the different types of videos that got the most views, the ESL, which is the main one, as well as my vlogs. Some of my motivational chit chats, not all of them, but I would say really my vlogs and my ESL had the highest views. And to this day, I'm still getting messages from teachers out there that say, hey, I like what you're talking about, you've helped me. And I'm like, wow, that's so cool, because my very first one, I'll be honest with you, I just jumped on camera and started talking. I didn't prepare nothing. I had no notes or anything. And I was shocked that of how so many people liked that video. It's actually one of the highest likes that I've received here. I'm just stunned, and I'm so thankful to those of you who have watched. Thank you so much. If you're interested, I'll leave a card up here so you can check it out yourself. And so I've been doing a lot of thinking about that, and although my business channel is all ESL and this channel is not, it's more motivational, I would like to bring a little bit of that back here, because there are people who are subscribed to this channel or who have been following me on this channel who in fact are ESL teachers per se, mostly teachers. And so I kind of want to incorporate some teacher motivation chit chats on here, as well as everything else. Sorry friends, my camera died, so let me just continue where I left off. I'm going to bring back some of the teaching, or teacher I should say, motivational chit chats on this channel. I will also do the same on my Applied ESL channel, so it'll become a bit of both, so that way for those who don't follow me there and follows me here can still see the same content. Also, I want to do an entrepreneur life series. It's something I've been thinking about for a while, and the reason why I want to do this is because in my profession in particular, you don't see a lot of YouTube videos of online ESL teachers showing their behind the scenes or their day-to-day. They may talk about it in the sense of what kind of work they do and the companies they make work for, or maybe review some of these online ESL companies, but what about your own personal company? The other reason is because I like to do things very differently. I'm a different type of teacher in the sense where I'm not very traditional in how I go about things, and so I want to show more of that side of me, not just the teacher Dara side, but the creative side as well. I want to inspire entrepreneurs out there, or people who are thinking about starting their own business, that the possibility is real. Being that I am truly at the baby stages of my business, I feel I would be a good candidate, if that's the right word, to really showcase the hardships it is behind the scenes, because a lot of times people see entrepreneurs and it looks like they're doing so well and life is great and they have all this money, and the truth is, friends, no, you're going to be broke, because it's kind of part of the situation. So I'm going to start an entrepreneur life series, because on this channel the theme will be the same: motivation. Motivation is my top priority. So don't worry, to my motivational friends out there who's like, uh-oh, she's not going to do that anymore. Yes, there will still be more motivational chit chats. There will be some teacher related motivational chit chats for my teachers out there, and there will be some entrepreneur life business type of videos too, because there are some of you who may be in your own businesses or maybe thinking about starting a business, and I would like to be of assistance in some form of fashion. So yes, also I will be going back to some DIY projects, do it yourself. I'm back to my crafting, which I'm super excited about, and this time is for specific reasons, not just random. So this channel is going to incorporate more of my creative side with my motivational side, so stay tuned to that. Coffee with Dara will resume, so yes, some of my videos might be titled Coffee with Dara, because that is a motivational series I do on my Instagram. Good morning, friends, and happy Monday. Welcome to Coffee with Dara, offering motivation and encouragement to the world. Think outside the box. And so if you do not follow me on Instagram, I will bring it here on YouTube. It's still motivation. It's just called Coffee with Dara, offering motivation and encouragement to the world. So that is my biggest 2020 goal for this channel is I really want to show all parts of Dara K. Fulton, because I think that there are a lot of you who have reached out to me and said, hey, I like your style, I like what you have to say, and I feel like I'm talking to a close friend. And shout out to those of you who have commented on my videos and said some beautiful things. I really appreciate all of you. I don't do this for money. I don't get paid by YouTube to do these videos. It's just really coming from my heart, because I want to be a big sister or a best friend, or just someone that can just share some of the struggles that we all go through, and not everyone feels comfortable doing that on camera, which is totally understandable. So let me be the one to do that for you. The upcoming videos, you will see in my journey that your girl here is always busy, always keeping busy, staying motivated. I really believe in my dream. I believe in my career. I love people. Bottom line, I love helping people. So that's my common denominator. So whatever I do, whether it's teaching or not, it has to involve helping people. That truly makes my heart feel good, and that's part of me feeling motivated and being comfortable and being happy. Happiness is everything, friends. So be happy and try your best. I love you all so very much. Thank you for your constant love, prayer, support. Love you all so much, and I look forward to a beautiful year in general and sharing that at least part of my journey with you. Love you all so much. Always try your best. Keep smiling, keep striving, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Love you all so much. Mwah. Take care. And let me just show you. Got me a new do. See this color? Look at this red. Ah! Yes, darling. When I say we're going to be limitless, we're going to be limitless. I am showcasing my favorite color, which is red. As you can see here. Red, darling. Yes. Red. So this is my favorite color, so I gotta represent it. Anyway, friends, love you all so much. See you very soon. Bye.